Hi YouTube. I have just received my September editions of several magazines, and I've been really inspired by just how amazingly beautiful they are. And I wanted to do an at-home wearable look that was inspired by one of the magazines. And so without further ado, I'm going to show that to you. This is my InStyle magazine for September, and it has the beautiful Jennifer Lopez on there, and she's wearing a very natural look, and she's so beautiful. And so I thought I would try to do a look that was inspired by that. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I don't have a beautiful red dress, but I'm just wearing a pretty little red sweater that I have. It's a little cable knit sweater, and I'm going to go ahead and create a natural look. So one of the first things that I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyes first. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay's Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to be using, show it to you like this. Most everyone here on this channel is familiar with the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to be using more of these colors here in the front, the taupe colors, and I'll be telling you which colors as I reach for them. So those colors are what I'm going to be using. And I also have my Sigma brushes, so I'm going to be using those as well. And so this is the first brush. This is the Sigma's E55 brush, and it is the eye shading brush. I'm going to be using that brush. One of the first things I'm going to do, though, is prime the eye. Let's see. Sorry, I thought I had everything laid out, and I looked down and I can't find my eye primer, so bear with me a moment. And I'm going to grab the NYX's Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil, and this one is called Pure Gold, and I'm just going to pop that right into the middle of the eye here. Good. And just right into the middle of the eye area. And that's just going to create a little bit of a sticky base for our shadows to adhere to. The very first shadow, again, I'm going to be using my Sigma E55 shading brush. The very first shadow I'm going into is the second shadow in the palette. It's the a pretty little gold called Half Baked, and I'm just going to tap that onto the lids. And mostly what I'm doing now is not really worrying about the color payoff so much as I am the placement. I don't want the gold to go outside of the lid. I just want it to be right on the lid and in that natural portion right underneath the tear duct there. Can you see how that's picking up the light? Good. Okay, so again, some Half Baked and onto the other side. Staying right on the lid area. We don't want to go anywhere else, just right on the natural lid. And then I'm going to get a smaller brush, staying in with the Sigma line. I'm just going to go in with a smaller shading brush. And for those of you that haven't ordered from Sigma, this is a little Sigma blender, and sometimes they send you these as a free gift. They're awesome. They're good for traveling. So the next color I'm going into is the matte brown. It is the fifth one in the palette. It's called Tease. It's just a real pretty chocolatey color, and it's a matte brown, not a bit of shimmer. I'm just going to pat that off, and I'm going to go and start adding a little shading into that outer corner area. And this color is light enough to where it can actually be a guideline if you wanted to create a deeper smoky look for nighttime, and or it can just be a really natural daytime look. And you can see the color payoff between the two colors. It's got a real nice contrast between the chocolate and the gold there, and that's what we want. We just want a real natural look, not anything real deep or dark. But again, we're just going to kind of pop that on there. I hit my eyelash there. Good. So you've got a real nice pop of color there. The very next color, I'm going to go in with this same brush. It's just, this one's got a longer handle because it's actually one of the main brushes, but it's tapered blending. It's an E35. It's by Sigma also. This is the Sigma Pro line with the gold ferrule. This was actually a gift to me from recommending someone to Sigma. So if you have Sigma or if you know someone, consider joining their Sigma brush program because it's really great. They're very product loyal. So I'm going back into the palette. I'm taking the very first color in the palette, which is called Foxy, and I'm going to use this as my highlight color. So I'm just going to come right in real easily underneath the brow. I'm going to bring that also and just kind of use that as my highlight color. Go all along the brow line there, and that's just going to create a real natural definition between the darkness of my brow and the light shadow that this color is. And again, it's a completely matte color, so it looks really natural. It's got just a real pretty color payoff there. The next thing that I'm going to use is the Maybelline Line Stiletto. And this product is really great. It's got a liquid precision liner, and it's got a felt tip applicator there. It's a wonderful product, and it's really easy to get a nice smooth line. So I'm just going to take that across in one smooth motion there. And on the other side. Okay, and it creates a real pretty look. Now on the bottom, I'm just going to use a NYX black, just a black crayon there, and I'm just going to line the bottom with that. And just kind of bring that color around. Now I'm going to take that same little shader brush that had the T's on it, and I'm going to pull just a little bit of color onto the bottom portion of the lash. Onto the cheeks, I'm actually going to be contouring with this Tarte bronzer. This is in Park Avenue Princess, I believe. Yes. Okay. And let me tell you, I was kind of disappointed that it didn't have a mirror in it, but the color is just amazing. So just going to round out the cheekbones, going to go underneath the chin a little bit there to create a little bit of shadow, but make sure that you're blending because her look is completely natural, And I just want to carve out the cheekbone there in that C shape without making your face look too muddy. So go real slow as you try to sculpt out the cheekbone. And you can always add more, but taking away is hard to do. This is another Sigma brush. This is the Dual Fabre brush. And it is F50, the Dual Fabre brush. And I just love these. They're so pretty. They just remind me of my happy place, which is the beach and the ocean, that pretty sea foamy blue color. It's a nice gift for someone that you know starting school or even college for Christmas or something like that. It's a good gift. So next I'm going to go in there with the tapered blush brush. This is the large angled contour. It's the F40 brush. And I'm just going to pop that little bit of pink color onto the cheek. Natural. So just kind of pop that color onto the cheeks and then work back into the temple area. Blend. Just a nice pop of color. On the lips, I'm going to be using NYX's Nude Beige. And I'm just going to line that. Just a real pretty nude beige. And I just want to stay real natural. She's got like a pinky coral lip, so I want to stay within that pinky coral lip. So I'm using the L'Oreal, these are the balms that are made by L'Oreal, and this one is called Comforting Caramel, and it's just this beautiful peachy caramel color. And for eyes, I'm using the CoverGirl Volume Exact Mascara. This mascara has a really thin brush on it. And it just picks up product, but it delivers the product in such a nice precision area. It gives so much lift. It's just amazing what this product can do. And lately I have been reading beauty magazines and blogs and just really getting instyled by the September issue. And of InStyle even has some great beauty tips in there. And in those beauty tips, they just show you that even the placement of your brush. So if you're trying to create lift, you can use the upward swoop spoon motion. And if you have small scarce lashes, you can just go in and literally do a pickup of the lashes, and even on the bottom to do the lashes on the bottom as well. So this is my completed look for the eye look. I'm really happy with it. It's just a real pretty natural look. And what I thought I would do, if I wanted to amp this up a little bit for a nighttime, like a date lip, I would just put in a little bit more of a peachier lip and go a little bit brighter. And I might even add a little bit more of the surliness to the smoky eye. Or even go in with some falsies and create some more lift with some falsies. One of the things that she has is some great big black earrings, and unfortunately I don't have any that are that style, but I have a really pretty dangly earring, so I thought that I would wear those just to kind of complete my look. And I hope that you enjoyed this JLo inspired makeup tutorial. And if you would like to see more tutorials that are inspired looks, then please hit me up. And if you do a look that you're inspired by any issue of a fashion magazine, please leave it as a video response. And until next time, take care.